Welcome into Golden State Warriors today. I am your host, Harrison Graham. It was a tough night last night, a fun game in which the Warriors ultimately lost, but today is a new day. We look ahead to that matchup with the Grizzlies in a do-or-die game in the play-in tournament. We're going to preview this entire matchup on today's show. So you got the 8-seed Warriors who will get to play this game at home against the 9th-seeded Memphis Grizzlies. Warriors 4-point favorites right now, over-under set at 220.5. And you're hoping Steph Curry and Andrew Wiggins can carry Golden State into the NBA playoffs, just like they almost did last night against the Los Angeles Lakers. Before we break this down, before we look at specifics, I want you to get your votes in. Who do you got in this do-or-die matchup? Warriors fans, come on, let your voice be heard. Type GSW for the Warriors. If any Grizzlies fans have infiltrated the comments, then, hey, type MENM for Memphis. Or if you just are being honest and think the Memphis Grizzlies will win, type MEM. I think the Warriors will win. I'll give my keys to victory shortly and a final score prediction at the end of the video, so hang on with us on today's show. So how did we get here? How did we get to this matchup? Well, I alluded to it just a moment ago. Last night, the 7-versus-8 game, a classic. I mean, you know, the jokes on the internet were greatest play-in game of all time, because there's obviously only been a few of those. But in all honesty, this was a great game. Back and forth, Warriors jumped out in front. Obviously, the Lakers had that big third quarter. Then Steph and LeBron and AD, they were all going back and forth in the fourth quarter. Ultimately, LeBron hit a huge three to secure that win. But good news for Golden State, they'll get a second chance, because the winner of the Spurs and Grizzlies, which ended up being Memphis, had to win 2 games to make the playoffs. That's why Golden State beating Memphis on the final game of the season was critical, so they could get 2 chances to make the playoffs, and now they'll face Memphis, who were able to hold off the Spurs 100-96 in that play-in game. So, winner take all, Memphis versus Golden State. So, I've got 3 keys to victory for the Golden State Warriors. Number 1, get Curry cooking, or I should say, keep Curry cooking. The chef, he was in the kitchen last night against Los Angeles. 12 of 23 from the floor, 6 of 9 from three-point range, 37 points, 7 rebounds. He was the best player on the floor. There is no doubt about that when it comes to Steph Curry. The problem is when he would check out of the game, the Warriors didn't know what to do. They couldn't function. So you got to find him 40-plus minutes if you are Golden State. But keep the efficiency up. Continue to let him shoot threes. Give you 35 or 40 points. The Warriors are going to be in great shape to win this game against Memphis. Now, I want to ask you a broader question. You know, it's been a hot debate. Nikola Jokic is probably going to win it based on the odds and the voters and all that stuff. But I want to know, should Steph win MVP? I mean, let's be honest. I think last night was a very good example of look what happens when he's not in the game. Every time he checked out, fourth quarter, especially first couple of minutes, Steve Kerr tried to get him a rest. They couldn't function. He had to take a timeout and get him back in there. So let me know. Why for yes, in for no. Should Steph Curry win MVP this year? Pretty good argument for it, because I don't know if a single player means more to his team than Steph Curry does to the Golden State Warriors. So get Curry cooking is key number 1. Number 2, slow down Jonas Valanciunas. And you're probably like, Jonas Valanciunas? Yeah, Jonas Valanciunas. This guy has been really good this year. And look at this game he had against San Antonio in the Grizzlies' win over the Spurs on Wednesday. 23 points and 23 rebounds. Had 3 blocks, 10 of 16 from the floor. Oh, and by the way, looking back to the matchup against the Grizzlies a few days ago, in which Golden State won to clinch the number 8 seed, Valanciunas was 12 of 15 from the floor. He's been dominant here as of late, one of the more underrated big men in the NBA. I think keeping this guy in check is going to be key. He cannot cook you for 25 and 18. Like, you got to make him work for his basket. So hopefully we will see Golden State maybe throw some double teams at him, get some different looks at him. I thought Kevon Looney gave the Warriors a decent look the other night against the Lakers. We'll see if they play him more. But Jonas has been unreal. Got to slow him down in this matchup. Subscribe to Golden State Warriors today. Maybe this is the last game of the season on Friday night. But here's the deal. Even if it is, off-season coverage starts, baby. Free agency, draft. We're going to have all the rumors and news and a whole lot more. Hopefully we're talking about a playoff run after Friday night. But here's what we can promise you. Either way, more videos coming your way on this channel. YouTube.com/WarriorsTV. Myself, Chase Sr., Tom Downey from time to time. We'll keep you guys up to date with the latest surrounding the Golden State Warriors. My third key to victory here is keep Andrew Wiggins hot. Andrew Wiggins, ever since Stephen A. Smith said he would trade him for a bag of chips or whatever that phrase was that he said on ESPN about 3 weeks ago, Wiggins has been a beast since then. This is what you were hoping for when you traded for him. This is what a lot of people thought he could be coming out of Kansas. He's always been a good NBA player, but he's playing great right now. 23 points, 5.5 rebounds per game, over 52% from the floor, 40% from three. This is excellent from Andrew Wiggins. He's playing at a very, very high level, and the only chance that the Warriors were going to make the playoffs and make a potential run is if Steph Curry got a sidekick. Andrew Wiggins has been a sidekick as of late for Stephen Curry. Now, can that keep up? Will that happen against Memphis? We'll see. But 10 games of 23 points on over 50% from the field and 40% from three, that's a trend. That's not an anomaly. That's a large enough sample size where you're like, hey, maybe Andrew Wiggins is in the right situation finally in Golden State, has the right teammate in Steph Curry, and maybe now he's flourishing really for the first time at a high level in the NBA. They need Andrew Wiggins to come up big in this game, and they need him to continue to play well if they want any chance at upsetting the Utah Jazz if they make the NBA playoffs. So what do you think? I'm going to set the over-under at 20 points. Grizzlies, good defensive team. 20 points for Andrew Wiggins in this do-or-die NBA play-in game on Friday night. Type O for over 20 points. Type U for under 20 points. Get your votes in right now. How many points do you think he'll score? And let me know. Give me an O or a U. So those are my three keys to victory. Number one, get Curry cooking. Number two, slow down Jonas Valanciunas. He's been really good. Do not underestimate him. And then keep Andrew Wiggins hot. I think those are three areas that I'm looking at when I look at this matchup. Curry needs a sidekick. I think Wiggins can continue to be that guy. So you add all that up. Predict the score for me. What are you guys feeling about this matchup? What do you think will shake out at the end of the day? Predict it for me. What will be the final score of Warriors versus Grizzlies in a spot on the in the playoffs on the line on Friday night? Get your score predictions in right now. And my prediction, I think the Warriors get it done. I'm just going to go with the veteran group here. I think this will be a fun matchup. I think it'll be tight in the fourth. Warriors win 111-104. I think Steph Curry gives you another 30-plus points. I think Wiggins will come up big, and I think these other role players, the Jordan Pooles of the world, will play a little bit better than they did against the LA Lakers. Warriors win 111-104, but we'll see what happens. One playoff spot remaining in the Western Conference, and it comes down to this matchup. The winner of this game will get to play the Utah Jazz in a best-of-7 series. Obviously, you got the Clippers and Mavericks in the 4-5 matchup there. That would feed into the second round should Golden State advance. And then the bottom half of the bracket there, Denver versus Portland, and then the Lakers who advanced last night. They will take on the Phoenix Suns. Going to be a lot of fun. Friday night hoops, baby. Golden State versus Memphis. Can't wait for it.